Folks, breaking news out of South Africa, where just minutes ago, South Africa's News 24 broke the story, unconfirmed, that Cyril Ramaphosa will be tapping Roelf Meyer to be the South African ambassador to the United States. Now, this is not shocking at all or surprising. Of course, they have a cozy relationship dating back to the Codesa days, and also when he was in charge of the conference that later led to the illiberal dispensation that's taking place in South Africa for its party first, people last, illiberal democracy that South Africa has today. Of course, Roelf Meyer is highly distrusted by one of the main communities in South Africa. Much of the Afrikaans, speaking of the Afrikaner community, do not trust him as far as they can throw him. The 78-year-old Meyer was defense minister under apartheid, and then also constitutional affairs minister shortly after that, and later a key official in the National Party after the new dispensation. It's not shocking at all that he would be picked. However, one has to raise an eyebrow and question the judgment of Cyril Ramaphosa. Given that one of the main sticking points with U.S.-South African relations is the treatment of Afrikaners, in particular, a person that's highly distrusted by much of that community, would seem to be an ill selection, a poor choice to be the ambassador. What's going to happen when the State Department grills him about what's happening to farm murders and what's happening with the 145 race-based laws? Given his close friendship with Ramaphosa and his role as ambassador, he's likely to defend that. And that's not going to fly in Washington, D.C. Now, when contacted by Bloomberg a short while ago, apparently Roelf Meyer said he had no knowledge of the coming appointment. Additionally, Durko has had no response, and the president's spokesman, Vincent Magwenya, busy chiding Elon Musk, was unavailable for comment. So this is coming from sources curried by News 24, but they have a good track record of having inside sources in the government, so it may very well be the case. Or maybe they're just floating this name to get a sense of what's actually the attitude towards Roelf Meyer becoming the ambassador to the United States. The 78-year-old Roelf Meyer, longtime member of the apartheid government, could become the ambassador to the United States. That would be a fascinating pick, but not one that I predict will move the needle at all vis-a-vis U.S.-South African diplomatic relations. He needs to be much more serious about this pick. Not that I'm lobbying for him, but someone like Tony Leon would be a much smarter pick, or maybe even Bantu Holomisa. These are solid picks that could do it, or someone outside the government would be even better selection for this to fill that role. But as I said, breaking just minutes ago, News 24 has reported that Ramaphosa will select Roelf Meyer to be the next ambassador to the United States. What say you, South Africa? I don't think this is going to go very well with the Afrikaans-speaking community. I could be wrong about that. But once again, he played a key role in the illiberal democracy, the party-first, people-last, undemocratic, illiberal democracy that South Africa has now. People around the world think that South Africans get to vote for their representatives. They do not. They vote for a party ticket, and the party picks the people that serve them, oftentimes a corrupt party. Just look at the current composition of South Africa's government. And I don't have to say much more beyond that. All right, folks, there you have it. Roelf Meyer, will he be the ambassador in D.C.? Should be fascinating. At 78, we'll see what happens. Cheers.